Alright, back down to business. It's a beautiful day here in the Commonwealth. My uncle used to always say that. Up here in Northeast PA, it's really nice. It was windy last night. I had to fix a plastic shed that blew over. It's got cornhole boards in it and stuff, and they're pretty heavy, but they weren't enough to weight it down, so I spent the morning fixing that up. Somehow it survived another one, but I have about an hour and I have somewhere I have to be, so I'm going to get this apart and get it soaked in the parts washer, and hopefully later on I'll be able to paint it up and put it back together. I ordered the paint from Eastwood's. They're in Pottstown or Pottsville. It's only like an hour and a half from here, so it should be here today. I ordered it 2 days ago. They're normally really quick, and it might even be here and no one told me, but got to clean it up first. Got to get this apart. There's a Reese the Bloodhound over there is sniffing all the Ford parts. And no, it's not because they smell. Right, Reese? She's about a year old. Anyway, I'm going to set the camera up here. I just want to point something out really quick. This is not a bolt. That's the shaft, so don't try to turn it. Even the Ford pulley isn't super strong, so just be a little careful with it. Don't go beating on it or anything like that. It's only going to come off one way with the puller. I bent one time by dropping it, and Dorman makes one. It's cheap, but why buy it if you don't have to? They're pretty simple though. There's just it's like a vein pump, I guess you'd call it. Show you that when I get it apart. That snap ring's got to come out. That rear plug's got to come out. Hose has got to come off. Normally that'd already be off, but I just cut it because mine are roached, and I bought new ones. So once I get the pulley off, I'll get the rest of the hose off. I'll probably cut it right there and then just use a socket to take it off. It'll be a lot easier. So let me get this camera set up and I'll show you how the puller works. The puller is just something I got from Amazon. Or Harbor Freight. Okay, this is a pretty simple setup. We've got a clamshell here recessed in the middle, and that's where part of the tool fits, and the flange on the pump pulley right here. So real quick, real easy to use. Put the clamshell over the flange. See, when it's held on there, it'll pull up. Then you have this, goes in there. Then this steel ring holds it together. It's just a real simple design. And then you just need the button here to push down. Just figure out which. Here it is. It's the biggest one in there. So normally this has a little O-ring on it to hold it in. I'll replace that. I'm not going to waste any time doing it right now. You just drop it in there, and so how this works is as you screw down, it pulls the pulley up. But this is what pushes down on the top where that hex. When you tighten the bolt down, it'll pull the pulley up. Nope, and that time it pulled the tool off. Let's set this up again. I don't think there's a top or a bottom. Oh, maybe there is. I messed it up. One part of this is definitely deeper than the other, so I would think that's why this came off. I had one side right and one side wrong. So the thicker part or wider part goes to the bottom. The thinner part goes to the top, it appears anyway. Drop the ring on. Guess I should have just put the O-ring back on it, because now it's going to keep falling off. That's what I get for being lazy. Alright, I'm going to hold the O-ring up a little bit this time. that's it. Off she comes. A bit before I put this tool away, I'm going to put that O-ring back on there. That generated a little heat. You can see the smoke coming off of it. Alright, so that's how you use the tool. It's simple. The installer is even easier. So let me get this cleaned up and put the puller away after I stick an O-ring on that part. And on to the next step here. Alright, so I got it under there. Just hammered. Of course, once I stop the camera, because I don't know how much room's left on the card, it went under and started coming out. And then, just like anything else, start working it out. And it popped back in.